Okay, guys, so we asked for something a little more lighthearted, something a little goofier, maybe a comedy or something, and you guys suggested that we watch a movie from 1980 called Airplane. We've been watching a lot of movies from the 1980s, man, and I love watching them, but what's something they all have in common?
Either they're dark, or they're scary, or they have aliens in them.
They're just really intense, right?
Yeah.
And I love movies like that. I really do. I love being scared. I love the anticipation. I particularly like watching horror movies with you because you're such a chicken.
Yeah.
But at the same time, guys, we're just in the mood to laugh today. So
yes,
if you guys like this movie, man, Airplane, then go ahead and like the video. I really appreciate it. And if you guys want to see the full uncut reaction, we do have it over on Patreon. And I don't know what this movie's about to be about at all. But I do know I've seen the cover before, just, throughout my life. And I've always just thought it was a plane wrapped up like a baseball.
Yeah, I did too.
You know what I mean?
For some reason, it just kind of looks like it for some reason.
Yeah, like with a quick glance, it just looks like a baseball. So let's watch it.
Let's go. Bah!
Next time I'm gonna dump this on your head.
Why does it sound like Jaws?
We'd like you to have this flower from the Religious Consciousness Church. Would you care to make a donation?
No, but thank you anyway.
Is for immediate loading and unloading of passengers only. The red zone has always been for loading and unloading. There's never stopping in a white zone.
Don't tell me which zone is for stopping and which zone is for loading.
Listen, Betty, don't start up with your white zone shit again.
Would you put all your metal objects into this dish, please?
Damn!
There's just no stopping in a white zone.
Oh, really, Vernon? You want me to have an abortion?
It's really the only sensible thing to do.
Taxi!
Oh, he stole that thing. Oh, never mind.
65 cents.
We'd like you to have this flower on behalf of the Church of Religious Consciousness. Would you kick?
That was like Ben Stiller.
Hey, Larry, where's the forklift? Forklift! It's over there with the baggage loader.
Because he told him it was that
way. Elaine.
Ted!
I came home early and found your note. I guess you meant for me to read it later. I know things haven't been right for a long time, but it'll be different. If you'll just be patient, I can work things out.
I have been patient and I've tried to help, but you wouldn't even let me do that.
Don't you feel anything for me at all anymore?
It takes so many things to make love last. Most of all, it takes respect. And I can't live with the man I don't respect.
Yikes.
What a pisser.
That's yours right there.
Dominant females.
Captain over, white courtesy phone. No, the white phone. Captain over, white courtesy phone. Captain Clarence over.
I've got it.
Thank you.
This is Dr. Brody at the Mayo Clinic.
There's a passenger on your Chicago flight, a little girl named Lisa Davis. She's scheduled for a heart transplant. We'd like you to tell her mother that we found a donor an hour ago.
We have the heart here ready for surgery. We must have the recipient on the operating table within 6 hours.
I want you to make sure that she's kept in a reclined position and that a continuous watch is kept on her IV. Also,
and they called it the Mayo Clinic?
Excuse me, this is the operator, Captain Over. I have an emergency call for you on line 5 from a Mr. Ham.
All right, give me Ham on 5. Hold the mail.
I promise I can change.
Then why didn't you take the job that Louis Netz offered you at Boeing?
You know, I haven't been able to get near a plane since the war. They wouldn't hire me because of my war record.
What's hurt you the most is your record since the war. Different cities, different jobs, and not one of them shows you can accept any real responsibility. When I get back to Chicago, I'm going to start my life all over again. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, we'd like you to have this flower from the Church of Religious Consciousness.
Any word on that storm lifting over Salt Lake, Clarence?
No, not likely, Victor. I just reviewed the area report for 1,600 hours through 2,400.
Yeah, well, if she decides to push over to the Great Lakes, it could get plenty sleepy.
High and far ceilings all the way. Some light scattered cover at 20,000, icing around 15. Here it is.
Sorry, Clarence.
Oh, hi, Roger. Glad to have you aboard. Victor, this is Roger Murdoch, Victor Basta.
How do you do, Roger?
Nice to meet you. There's an occluded front stall over the Dakotas.
Maybe that big old tall dude was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Do you know who that is?
No.
He's a basketball player, basically. An all-time great.
Can you tell me if Elaine Dickinson is on this flight?
Well, the whole flight crew is boarded. Oh, yeah, she is on board.
I'd like one ticket to Chicago.
He's still waiting.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Smoking, please.
Oh. I forgot they had that on planes
Have a
back
nice
then.
trip.
Oh my god.
Striker, this is Red Leader 4.
Aww.
Primary target covered by fog. Decision to proceed is yours.
You must be a real fine woman.
That hunky must be messing my old lady. Got to be running coal upside down his head, you know?
Hey, home, I can dig it. Oh, ain't gonna lay no more big rap up on you, man.
I say, hey,
That is
Scott,
not what they're saying.
Say I won't see. Pretty J, I did the same old, same old. Hey, knock yourself a pro slick. See a broad to get that booty yak 'em. Leg her down and smack 'em, yak 'em. You know? Shit.
What in the world? What the heck, man? This movie's crazy.
I like this movie. This movie's funny. Hell no, you smoke 'em.
Nervous?
Yes.
First time.
No, I've been nervous lots of times.
What the hell?
I will be taking off real soon, so I better fasten you in tight.
But remember, you must get some rest.
That's good advice. You relax, and I'll be back right after we take off.
They're so sweet.
God, Bill, I'm gonna miss you so much.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you too. Promise you, right?
Every day. Bill!
Better get on board, son.
Bye, Bill!
Goodbye, darling! I love you, darling!
209er, taxi to runway 19er.
Have your picture taken the minute you get there. Send me one, all right?
Okay, here, hurry!
Oh, but it's your watch. You shouldn't. You're gonna need this. Bill! Oh.
They're just gonna leave that door open like that?
Flight 209er, you are cleared for takeoff.
Roger. Huh? Request vector. Over. What?
Flight 209er, clear for vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor? Over. Roger. Huh?
Roger, over.
What?
So one of them's name's Roger, so he's like, huh? What? There's like a who's on first situation.
That's like the ultimate your dad joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel all right, sir?
I haven't flown for a long time.
Look at his corduroy pants.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Over speaking. Our arrival time in Chicago will be 10:45 p.m. Temperature there is currently 62 degrees with a 20% chance of precipitation. Meanwhile, relax and enjoy your flight.
Dad, what are you doing here?
Elaine, I've got to talk to you.
You shouldn't have come. I don't have time now. Excuse me.
No wonder you're upset. She's lovely. Supple, pouting breasts, firm thighs. It's a shame you two don't get along.
Things used to be different. I remember when we first met. It was during the war. I used to hang out at the Magumba Bar. It was a rough place, populated with every reject and cutthroat from Bombay to Calcutta. It's worse than Detroit.
He doesn't fit in there at all for some reason.
The mood in the place was downright ugly. You could count on a fight breaking out almost every night.
Why is it just the girls fighting?
You're not even looking. Look.
They just pick up their drinks. They knew it was coming.
Well, got cropped in it.
What is that, please?
I didn't go there that night to fall in love. I just dropped in for a couple of drinks. There she was. I had to ask the guy next to me to pinch me to make sure I wasn't dreaming.
Like, what is she doing there? What is she doing here? He's still doing the dance.
He's trying to reach the knife.
Oh. She's copying him? This movie is making my eye water.
I know, my freaking collarbones are starting to hurt. Then I had to ask the guy to pinch me. He walked away.
He was like, you know that SpongeBob episode where he's trying to get into the salty spittoon?
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is like. I went through it back. That reminded me of Pulp Fiction for some reason.
This kind of reminds me of when me and you first met.
Yeah, just like this. Hey, that's a new Walking Dead dance for you.
Oh, yeah. Not the juggle.
What is this? So he's just reminiscing this right now with that lady.
He's probably exaggerating, right?
Oh, they shut it down.
Daft. But enough about me. I hope this hasn't been boring for you. It's just that whenever I start to talk about Elaine, I always get so carried away. I lose all track of time.
That was terrible.
When can I see the cockpit, Dad?
Joey, I think the pilots are probably too busy flying the plane for that.
Ah, gee whiz.
I'll tell you what, Joey. I'll talk to the captain and see what I can arrange. Would you gentlemen care to order your dinners?
Bet, babe. Slide a piece of the porter. Drinks, I run the job.
Look here. I can dig grease and trumpet on some butter and drag him through the garden.
I happened to be passing, and I thought you might like some coffee. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you.
What?
I want you to sit down. Cream? No, thank you. I take it black, like my man.
What in the world is
This movie is goofy, boy. I love this. This reminds me a lot of Scary Movie, just a spoof movie in a way. Yeah, just like a slapstick movie.
Oh, Ted, I never knew I could be so happy. What's the matter?
My orders came through. My squadron ships out tomorrow. We're bombing the storage depots at Daiquiri at 1800 hours.
When will you be back?
I can't tell you that. It's classified.
Oh, Ted, please be careful. I worry about you so much. I love you.
She's such a doll. Look at this fish.
Oh my god. Was that a sea cat? Is there a reason this plane's called Trans-American?
I don't know.
We have a visitor.
Hello. Hi.
This is Captain Over, Mr. Murdoch, and Mr. Basta. This is Joey Hammond.
Oh, hi, Joey. Joey, we have something here for our special visitors. Would you like to have it?
Thank you.
You ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir, I've never been up in a plane before.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Do you want me to check the weather, Clarence?
No, why don't you take care of it? You ever hang around the gymnasium?
We better get back now, Joey.
No, Joey can stay here for a while if you'd like.
Could I?
Okay, if you don't get in the way.
Flight 209er to Denver Radio. Climbing to cruise at 42,000.
You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You play basketball for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I'm sorry, son, but you must have me confused with someone else.
You are Kareem. I've seen you play. My dad's got season tickets.
I think you should go back to your seat now, Joey.
Oh, he's not bothering anyone. Let him stay here.
All right, but just remember, my name is Roger Murdoch. I'm an airline pilot.
Is he really not? I don't get it.
But my dad says you don't work hard enough on defense. And that you don't really try, except during the playoffs.
The hell I don't. Listen, kid. I'm out there busting my buns every night. Tell your old man to drag Walton and Lanier up and down the court for 48 minutes.
Joey, you like movies about gladiators?
I don't know what to think about that guy. He's
Just hear me
weird.
out. I know things haven't been right for a long time, but it'll be different. Like it was in the beginning, remember?
I remember everything. How I used to sit on your face and wrinkle, and afterwards how we'd watch until the sun came up. When it did, it was almost like each new day was created only for us.
That's the way I've always wanted it to be, Elaine.
But it won't be. Not as long as you insist on living in the past.
Oh no.
Okay, Robert, slipping down. This won't hurt much.
Is that a gas thing?
I got a telegram from headquarters today.
Headquarters? What is it?
Well, it's a big building where generals meet. They've cleared you of any blame for what happened on that raid. Isn't that good news?
Because of my mistake, 6 men didn't return from that raid.
7, Lieutenant Zip died this morning. But Dr. Sandler says she'll be out in a week. Isn't that wonderful?
Wish I could say the same for George Zip.
Hey, Stryker, how about a break? I'm getting tired.
Yeah, all right. Take 5.
Thanks.
I'm going down.
Captain Jolene. He thinks he's a pilot, still fighting the war.
I found the tunnel, Johnson. It's this way. $25 for a cigarette is too much.
Oh.
What's his problem?
Severe shell shock. Thinks he's Ethel Merman.
You'll be swell. You'll be great. Gonna have the whole world on a plate. Coming.
Poor people, they've been through it, ain't they?
War is hell.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like some coffee before we serve dinner?
No, thank you.
Would either of you like another cup of coffee?
I will, but Jim won't.
I think I will have another cup of coffee.
Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home.
Excuse me, sister. There's a little girl on board up front who's ill, and...
Oh, yes, I saw.
Could I borrow your guitar? I thought maybe I could cheer her up.
Oh, of course.
Do you mind if I talk to your daughter?
Well, I think that'd be nice.
Oh, you have a guitar. I thought maybe you'd like to hear a song.
I traveled the banks of the river of Jordan to find where it flows to the sea. And I saw that I was looking at me. In the silence I listened to voices inside me. And they told me again and again, there is only one river, there is only one sea, and it flows through me.
Oh my god.
We are one and the same. We are all one spirit. We are the Father. We are
What is happening?
Like, that was just so goofy, but it was so funny.
Everyone lit up when she started singing. They're like,
Wants to be first.
Go ahead, Clarence. I got it.
How's the weather?
We got some heavy stuff ahead of us.
Yeah, after the war, I just wanted to get as far away from things as possible. So Elaine and I joined the Peace Corps. We were assigned to an isolated tribe, the Malombos. It was really a challenge during the year introducing them to our Western culture. At first, they didn't know what to think of us, but soon we gained their trust.
It'll help you better prepare storing foods for the up-and-coming monsoon months. Also, Tupperware products are ideal for storing leftovers to help stretch your food dollar.
You must understand, these people had been completely isolated from civilization.
Oh, they're about to be good at this. Watch.
I started them on simple calisthenics, then gradually worked them up to rudimentary game skills, and finally advanced competitive theory. I was patient with them, and they were eager to learn. It was probably due to the advanced American teaching techniques that we were able to bridge the generations of isolation and communicate so successfully with the Malombos.
Oh my gosh.
He put them on.
They're getting the hang of it. When we re-enlist, I'll teach them baseball.
Ted, I don't want to stay here. It's time for us to go back home to the plans we made before the war.
A lot of people made plans before the war, like George Zip.
So he just keeps bringing that up.
It was at that moment that I first realized Elaine had doubts about our relationship. And that, as much as anything else, led to my drinking problem.
It was just
Come back to
Gatorade.
the States. I had a number of jobs. You know, I really couldn't blame Elaine. She wanted a career.
They're tired of him. Everyone he sits beside.
Oh, I can't stand it.
What is it?
I haven't felt this awful since we saw that Ronald Reagan film.
I'll see if I can find some Dramamine.
Oh my gosh. Because Ronald Reagan was like a B-list actor.
Captain, one of the women passengers is very sick.
Find out if there's a doctor on board as quietly as you can. Joey, have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
What?
Oh, I should have had that second cup of coffee.
Dude, that's happened to me before on a flight where I got everyone sick.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You a doctor?
That's right.
We have some passengers that are very sick. Could you come take a look at them?
Let me see your tongue.
Is this a magic trick?
I'll be back in a minute.
What?
You'd better tell the captain we've got to land as soon as we can. This woman has to be gotten to a hospital.
A hospital? What is it?
It's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now. Tell the captain I must speak to him.
Certainly.
Victor, we're running into some heavy weather. Can you... Roger, take over.
Oh no.
How soon can you land?
I can't tell.
You can tell me I'm a doctor.
No, I mean, I'm just not sure.
Or can't you take a guess?
Not for another 2 hours.
You can't take a guess for another 2 hours?
No, I mean, we can't land for another 2 hours.
Oh my
God. You see the glasses on his face? He wears those when he plays.
Oh.
They was mad at him because he's like an all-time great player. He had the unstoppable hook shot.
I believe it.
We're going to be watching some highlights when we get off this.
What is it, Doctor? What's going on?
I'm not sure. Haven't seen anything like this since the Anita Brad concert. What was it we had for dinner tonight?
Well, we had a choice, steak or fish.
Yes, I remember I had lasagna. What did he have?
He had fish.
Doctor, there are 2 more sick people, and the rest of the passengers are worried.
Find out what the 2 sick people had for dinner. Been a little bumpy up here, but we'll be past it in a few minutes. We're now flying over Hoover Dam, and a little later on, we'll pass to the south of Grand Canyon.
No one cares.
Meanwhile, relax and enjoy your flight, okay? This is Flight 209er. We're in trouble. We've got to have all traffic below us cleared, and I want a priority approach and landing in Chicago.
Oh, stewardess, my husband's very sick. Can you do something, please?
Well, the doctor will be with you in just a moment. Do you know what he had for dinner?
Yes, of course. We both had fish. Why?
Oh, it's nothing to be alarmed about. We'll be back to you very quickly.
Dr. Rumick, Mr. Hammond ate fish, and Randy said there are 5 more cases, and they all had fish, too.
And the co-pilot had fish. What did the navigator have?
He had fish.
Every passenger on this plane will have fish for dinner. Will become violently ill in the next half hour.
Just how serious is it, Doctor?
Extremely serious. Starts with a slight fever. As the virus penetrates red blood cells, the victim becomes dizzy, causing severe muscle spasms, followed by the inevitable drooling. At this point, the entire digestive system collapses, accompanied by uncontrollable flatulence, until finally the poor bastard is reduced to a quivering, wasted piece of jelly.
What a nightmare.
That is not what I thought that meant. Oh, I get it. The guy who followed her on the plane is going to have to land this plane. and he's gonna win the girl back.
We've lost the co-pilot. Navigator 2, we're in terrible trouble. Over.
Roger, Elaine. Roger, I read you. Back to you in a minute. Hold all takeoffs. I don't want another plane in the air. Tell all dispatchers to remain at the post. It's going to be a long night. I want the weather on every landing field this side of the line, no matter what the size. You understand? Any place where there's a chance to land that plane. Stan, go upstairs to the tower and get a runway diagram. Terry, check down the field for emergency equipment.
Chief, we got fog right down to the deck. Every place
And they have to go
line.
upstairs and downstairs.
No possible place they can land. They'll have to come through to Chicago. I want the best available man on this. A man who knows that plane inside and out and won't crack under pressure.
How about Mr. Rogers?
Right next to the throttle is the airspeed gauge. What speed does it indicate?
520 miles per hour.
Check your altitude.
35,000 feet. No, wait, 34,000 feet. No, it's dropping. It's dropping fast. Why is it doing that? Oh my God, the automatic pilot, it's deflating.
Well, lady, don't panic. On the belt line of the automatic pilot, there is a hollow tube. Now, that is the manual inflation nozzle. Pull it out and blow on it.
What the hell's going on up there?
This is gonna look crazy. What is this movie?
Bruh. This movie is crazy, bro.
This is why we don't fly. This is why we do not get on airplanes.
Elaine, you're a member of this crew. Can you face some unpleasant facts?
No.
All right. Unless I get all those people to a hospital quickly, I can't even be sure of saving their lives. Now, is there anyone on board who can land this plane?
No, no one I know of.
The life of everyone on board depends upon just one thing. Finding someone back there who can not only fly this plane, but who didn't have fish for dinner.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your stewardess speaking. We regret any inconvenience the sudden cabin movement might have caused. There's no reason to become alarmed, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your flight. Is there anyone on board who knows how to fly a plane?
Hello, I'm Paul Carey from the airline. I'm here to pick up Captain Kramer.
Oh, yes. Come in, Paul. Rex will be right out. Sit. Sit. So I understand you have a real emergency down there.
Yeah, something like that. But as I say, they didn't have time to tell me very much. But after a while,
what in the world?
You'll get used to it.
Chip, he gets so excited when new people are here. Are you a pilot yourself?
No, I'm in training program.
Airport management, the FAA, and the airlines. Oh, cheats and liars.
When they built those roads, they had no thought of drainage in mind. So we had to take a special Jeep up to the main road.
Excuse me, sir. There's been a little problem in the cockpit.
The cockpit? What is it?
It's the little room in the front of the plane where the pilots sit. That's not important right now. Do you know anything about planes?
Well, I flew in the war, but that was years ago.
Would you go up, please?
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Doctor, I've checked everyone.
What flying experience have you had?
Well, I flew single-engine fighters in the Air Force, but this plane has 4 engines. It's an entirely different kind of flying, altogether.
It's an entirely different kind of flying.
Because is that all together?
You're the only one on this plane who can possibly fly it. You're the only chance we've got.
Hey, he might be mad at Buddy if he knew what he did with his ex-girl.
That's overwhelming. Look at them.
That's
That
right.
guy's kind of doofy for
That's
staying
right.
in there.
No, that's what I said. Alert rescue units at every mile of the way. Tell them I'm in the dispatch office and I want it here fast.
It's your wife.
I want the kids in bed by 9. I want the dog fed, the yard watered, and the gate locked. And get a note to the milkman. No more cheese.
The risk of a flameout's too great. Keep him at 24,000. One of the passengers is going to land that plane.
Is that possible?
Possible. It's 100 to 1 shot. I know this guy. Ted Stryker was a crack flight leader up to a point. And all the pieces on a particular mission.
That guy was whipping. He's like
24,000 feet, level flight, speed 520 knots, trim, mixture, wash, soak, rinse, spin.
What are you doing here? You can't fly this plane.
That's what I've been trying to tell these people.
I don't have time to say this gently, so I'll be very direct. Everyone on this plane is in a desperate situation. Mr. Stryker is the only hope we've got.
Those are the flaps. This must turn on the landing lights.
Oh my god.
Mayday! Mayday! Mayday? What the hell is that for?
Mayday? Why, that's the Russian New Year. You know, we'll have a big parade and we'll serve hot hors d'oeuvres.
I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here.
Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Stewardess, please let me handle this.
I've got to get
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Everything's going to be all right. Please.
Sister, please, I'll handle this.
Out of here.
oh my god.
What in the world?
Donations to the Reverend Moon. Jews for Jesus.
Read about Jehovah's Witness. How about Buddhism?
Your attention, please. Please have your baggage claim checks ready to show attendant upon the...
What in the world?
All right, Steve, let's face a few facts. As you know, I flew with this man Stryker during the war. He's going to have enough on his mind without worrying about those times when things weren't so good. Ted Stryker was a top-notch squadron leader. A long time ago.
I want you to get on the horn and talk that guy down. So help me, you'll have to talk him right down to the ground. It's like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking.
Stryker, this is Captain Rex Kramer speaking.
Yes, Captain Kramer.
So what do you say you and I just forget about everything except what we have to do now?
I'm gonna need all the luck there is.
You ever flown a motor-engine plane before?
No, never.
Shit. This is a goddamn waste of time. There's no way you can land this plane.
Hold to yourself. You gotta talk him down. You gotta.
Stryker, flying a plane is no different than riding a bicycle. Just a lot harder to put baseball cards in the spokes. First, I want you to get the feel of the plane. All right, now I want you to disengage
He
the
braced
automatic
himself.
pilot.
He saw that.
All right, I'm going to unlock the automatic pilot.
Just remember, the controls will feel very heavy compared to a fighter. Don't worry about that. It's perfectly normal. One more thing. Somebody there who can work the radio and leave you free for flight.
Yes, the stewardess is here with me.
Never sit in the co-pilot seat.
What's going on? We have a right to know the truth.
Most important thing now is that you remain calm. There's no reason to panic. Now, it is true that one of the crew members is ill. But the other two pilots are just
He's
fine.
like Pinocchio.
They're at the controls flying the plane.
The radio's all yours now. And keep an eye on that number 3 engine gauge over there. It's running a little hot.
I know that right now things must look pretty rough up there, but if you do what I tell you, there's no reason why you shouldn't have complete confidence in your chances to come out of this thing alive and in one piece.
Oh, it's a buzzard. Buzzard circling.
How's it handling?
It's sluggish, like a wet sponge.
Sluggish. Like a wet sponge.
It's a damn good thing he doesn't know how much I hate his guts.
It's a damn good thing you don't know how much he hates your guts.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Cuddy say can't hang.
I speak jive.
Oh, good. Would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine?
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama raised no dummies. I duck a rap.
Something wanna help, Chopper? Get the hell.
Say can't hang, say 7 Up.
Jive ass dude don't got no brains anyhow.
What in the world?
Chief, this weather bulletin says him off the wire.
Look at his
Johnny, what do you
fingers.
make
How
of
he's
this?
typing.
Well, I could make a cap, or a brooch, or pterodactyl.
This is Ed Macias calling from the airport. There's some trouble on your husband's flight. But Steve McCroskey thought you'd want to get down here right away.
Why is it in her bed?
I've got to go to the airport. You can let yourself out the back door.
Because the horse has a really big dick. So she's like hooking up with the horse when the husband ain't there.
Dr. Rumik says the sick people are getting worse and we're running out of time.
I really thought it was an emotional support animal or something. I was like, what?
Echo, Moja.
How you doing, honey?
Jack, I'm so hot, I'm burning up.
I'll turn on some air.
Chicago, the passengers are beginning to panic. When do we start down?
Not just yet. I can radar range any second now. Huntington, check the radar range. Anything yet?
It's about 2 more minutes, Chief.
2 more minutes. They could be miles off course.
That's impossible. They're on instruments.
I can't take much more of this. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
How does he work there?
Who's flying the plane? One of the passengers. But he's an experienced Air Force pilot who flew during the war, so there's no cause for alarm. Hence, I'll take over.
What kind of plane is it? Oh, it's a big, pretty white plane with red stripes, wheels, and it looks like a big Tylenol.
Okay, boys. Let's get some pictures.
Oh my god, this movie is so dumb. But in the best way, it's so much fun to watch. They're already printing newspapers about it.
Oh god.
Stricken airliner approaching Chicago.
They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash.
That's the counterpoint.
Would you like a little whiskey, ma'am?
Certainly not.
And this movie was PG.
Is it really?
I swear.
I won't deceive you, Mr. Stryker. We're running out of time.
Surely there must be something you can do.
I'm doing everything I can. And stop calling me Shirley.
R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T, take out TCP, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me.
What is he doing?
Randy, are you all right?
I've never been so scared. And besides, I'm 26 and I'm not married.
We're going to make it. You've got to believe that.
Do you have any idea when we'll be landing?
Pretty soon. How you bearing up?
To be honest, I've never been so scared. But at least I have a husband.
Stay in formation. You will have to decide. You will have to decide. Target should be clear if you're going low enough. You will have to decide. You will have to decide.
Every airplane crash in history, basically.
Oh, rats! The oil pressure. I forgot to check the oil pressure. If Kramer hears about this, the shit's gonna hit the fan.
Watch that oil temperature. What the hell's he doing up there? Stryker, that plane can't land itself. It takes a pilot who can handle pressure.
Ease off, Rex. He hasn't flown for years. It's not his fault.
Nick, Pete, Jared, there's a fire in the barn.
That's right. I can't take the pressure. I was crazy to think I could land this plane.
We can't give up.
I don't have what it takes. I'd be better off with someone who's never flown before.
Bad news. The fog is getting thicker.
And Leon's getting larger.
What?
Yeah, I bet the bathroom on that plane stinks, boy, at this point. Why does he keep doing that?
Because he said that's the day I quit drinking, but he means he
Oh my god. So the whole time the man's sitting there just like not drinking it? What the hell?
You can't expect to win them all. I was in the war myself, medical corps. Was on late duty one night when they brought in a badly wounded pilot. looked up at me, and Doc, he said, the odds were against us up there, but we went in anyway. I'm glad. Captain made the right decision. The pilot's name was George Zip.
Oh.
George Zip said that?
The last thing he said to me, Doc, he said, sometime the crew is up against it. The brakes are beating the boys. Tell them to get out there and give it all they've got. I don't know where I'll be then, Doc, he said. I won't smell too good, that's for sure.
Excuse me, Doc. I've got a plane to land.
I knew that he said that's the day I quit drinking and did that, but I forgot. That is so funny.
I'll take it, Elaine.
Dr. Rumack says the sick people are in critical condition. We've got to land now.
Don't be a fool, Stryker. You know what a landing like this means, you more than anybody. I'm ordering you to stay up there.
No dice, Chicago.
He'll never make it in this soup. Never. Not one chance in a million.
I know. But it's his ship now, his command. He's in charge. Passengers certain to die.
Airline negligent.
There's a sale at Penny's.
Stand by, Stryker. We're going to the tower. Good luck.
The tower! Rapunzel! Rapunzel!
That's great for them to watch.
This is Captain Roberts, Captain Kramer, this is Captain Colosimo.
Is that like a
Captain
ref?
Henshaw, this is Captain Gatz,
Yeah.
Captain Kramer, Captain Gatz.
Get that finger out of your ear. You don't know where that finger's been. Got a cigarette, Nelson?
Linda, your husband and the others are alive, but unconscious. There's a chance that we can save them if Stryker can get that plane down on time.
That isn't much of a chance, is it?
I don't know, Linda. I don't know. But we're doing everything we can now. Excuse me, huh?
Where did you get that dress? It's awful. And those shoes.
8 miles, turn right to heading 044.
Are they playing basketball?
Yeah.
Whatever light you can get poured onto that field.
Being done right now.
Airforce positions number 4 and 5. All ambulances go to number 3.
Air Israel, please clear the runway.
In a moment, we'll ask you to assume crash positions. Place the jacket over your head, and when I give the word, pull the cord on the right side flat. Your seat cushions are also equipped with a flotation device.
WZAZ in Chicago, where disco lives forever.
Until it doesn't.
We have people up here who will die in less than an hour, let alone 2. I may bend your precious airplane, but I'll get it down.
Mr. Stryker, the passengers are ready.
Thanks, Randy. You better leave, sweetheart. You might get hurt up here.
I wanted you to know now I'm very proud.
Tell them the gear is down and we're ready to land.
Put out all runway lights except Niner.
Captain, maybe we ought to turn on the searchlights now.
No. That's just what they'll be expecting us to do.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
You should be able to see the runway at 300 feet. Aim a touchdown a third of the way along. Land too fast, use your emergency brakes. Red handle's right in front of you. That doesn't stop you. That doesn't stop you. Cut the 4 ignition switches over the co-pilot's head. You should be able to see the field now.
Why am I kind of nervous for him to land this plane?
I know.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
That guy's a party animal, boy.
There it is. 675, 650, 625. He's holding. He's holding. He said, no, he's down. He's down.
Sound your alarm bell now.
All right, now everybody, get in crash position.
Now listen to me. Remember your brakes and switches. Hold that throat. Put down more flap.
He's like getting crash position.
He's coming right at us!
Watch for that crosswind. Level it out. Aim for the numbers. You're too low, damn it!
This part scares me anyways.
Why is he having such a hard time keeping it straight all of a sudden?
The brake! Pull the red handle!
That was the left hand.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
Flight 209 now arriving gate 8, gate 9, gate 10, gate 13.
Oh, snap. Hey, good job.
Hey, they did it.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
Stryker, you all right?
Yeah.
Ted, that was probably the lousiest landing in the history of this airport. There's some of us here, particularly me, would like to buy you a drink and shake your hand.
Got all the respect back, didn't he?
And Ted, I just want you to know that when the going got rough,
That reminds me of that King of the Hill episode where they back the truck down the mountain and Hank gets his respect at the
truck stop.
At the truck stop, yeah.
I was never happy as a child. Christmas, Ted, what does that mean to you? To me, it was a living hell. Sorry, Ted, it's a dumb question. Skip that.
Have a nice day.
She said, "Have a nice day."
Maybe he'll start drinking again.
He's gonna need to hydrate before tonight.
No, she's good for the day.
Dude, she ain't even brushed her teeth yet.
So he could have done it the whole time.
Oh. That man's a player.
What is this?
I think he was my favorite. Definitely not his ass. That part was so damn funny. He said, "Pinch me."
Well, I'll give him another 20 minutes. But that's it.
My boy's gonna have to take out a loan for that. All right, guys, so that was Airplane. I think that was the first comedy from the 80s that I've seen, and that was freaking hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that?
I just felt like I couldn't stop laughing.
My face hurts.
Yeah, my cheeks are burning.
I need some water, like, for real.
Yeah.
I should just I quit drinking. I should just pour it on my face. Guys, that was so funny, man. There was so many scenes in this that was just hilarious. Like, it was a bunch of little corny one-liners, but all in all, I thought that they were genuinely so funny. It reminded me of like dad humor in a way.
Yes.
Because my dad would say that growing up. He'd be like, you would say sure, like he'd be like, "Hey, do you want to go here?" I'd be like, "Sure." He'd be like, "Don't call me Shirley."
Yeah.
He probably got it from this movie,
Stuff
actually.
like that. Like, or you're like, when they're like the hospital and they're like, they said something about the hospital and then she's like, "What is that?" And she's like, "It's a big building with a lot of people, but don't mind that," or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then I thought the funniest junk was when they're in that little club or whatever the hell, and he's like, and then I seen her. I said, "Pinch me." And that guy's like,
and he's like, "Pinch me. I must be dreaming." And he's like,
"What the?" Because imagine someone saying that in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so funny, man. There was so many lines in this movie that I thought was just flat
and there was
out
just so many little things that happen. Like even those things look like washer and dryers, and that guy's just taking his laundry out.
He started pulling his laundry out. That junk was funny, man. Just I thought it was funny. He kept opening the door and being like, "Hey, just a reminder, we're counting on you," or something like that.
He was in the middle of like doing a pap smear in the middle.
Yeah. I thought the funniest part of this whole movie, which it probably isn't, but it's just, guys, the reality is there was so many jokes in this movie. It's actually hard to remember them all.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so rewatchable. But towards the end, she goes, "Okay, everyone get in crash position." And everybody starts
acting like they crashed.
Yeah. That jump was funny. It's so funny. It was really good seeing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in this because, like, I don't think I've ever seen him in a movie. You know what I mean? So that was really fun.
There was probably just so many things that were like 80s culture that we probably don't know much about. Like they said they were speaking jive, which I've never heard that phrase before.
Yeah, I've never heard
that.
But
you know, that was probably like
I've heard of the phrase like bull jive.
I
Are you talking bull jive?
No, I never heard that. No,
I might have made that up. I don't know.
But you know, there was just like small things like that probably was 80s culture that would make this so much more funny if we grew up in that era.
Right.
But it still was funny.
It was a 10 out of 10 movie to me. It reminded me a lot of Scary Movie, only because I don't know of too many like slapstick humor. I know what slapstick humor is. It's just like, do you know what that is? Like
where they
slapstick?
take things super literal.
Yeah, and it's just like one-liners, and I don't really know how to describe it, but there's probably like a perfect definition. But this sort of falls into the category, I think. And I can't really think of too many movies I've seen like that other than like Scary Movie. We watched the first one, but we haven't watched the rest of them because when we watched the first movie, everyone was getting upset because there was a lot of movies apparently that we needed to see before we watched it.
Which we haven't seen yet. We're still working on that.
So we're basically trying to watch like every movie in the world because I don't know what movies I need to see to watch that. So once I've seen every movie on the planet, then I'll go watch those. But all in all, this movie was a 10 out of 10 to me. I cannot believe that bro, basically she gave head to the blow up pilot. That part was just wild. Every time they were in the cockpit together, it was just a little awkward. Yeah. But he just didn't realize.
And then he saluted them.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
And then in the end, like he pulls the mistress out and they ride off. The pilot could have landed the plane the whole time. He was a disgruntled employee. I thought that dude was so funny. He's like, well, I picked the wrong week to stop amphetamines. Like,
he said that about everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
That guy was wild too. So all in all, man, I think the plot of the movie was hilarious. A guy who flew in the war and he has a lot of PTSD. He
redeems himself.
Absolutely. He redeems himself. He earns she goes, it's just hard to be with someone I absolutely don't respect. It's like, damn. So I guess he earned his respect back.
What I really liked about her attitude was it was so like whimsical and sweet.
Yes.
And she's like, every time she talked, it played like this very cute music in the background. And so she was supposed to be someone where you're just like, oh, but she was doing the crazy. She was even smoking after she gave the guy.
Like, he's like, he's got that devilish grin on his face. Like, he's just so pleased with himself. She reminded me of the girl from Scary Movie, the one who
the main girl.
She's like, Bobby. Just the main girl. I don't know her name.
Is her name like Anna Faris or something?
It's something like that. But you guys know who I'm talking about. The main girl who plays on Scary Movie. Sydney. The one who plays Sydney on Scary Movie. They kind of have the same vibe in a way.
Yeah, they just have like a sweet voice. They're trying to be like all goody two shoes kind of. But they're saying wild stuff. And like
So I'm a proud husband that you didn't get the horse joke.
Oh, I really thought I was an emotional support animal. I was like, why is she sleeping with it?
I remember the first time that concept ever entered my innocent brain as a child. I just thought that was absolutely insane.
Why would that enter your brain as a child?
Because I wasn't raised in a bubble. Like, dude, I watched rated R movies when I was 3 years old. So, you know, but when I first discovered that concept, or like, you know what a donkey show is?
No.
It's basically, I don't think they do it in this country, but you can drive.
I don't want to know.
Basically, it's called a donkey show, bro.
Please don't tell me.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
I'll show you one when we get done.
No, but listen, I really like animals, so I don't like to hear that.
Gross, right?
Yeah.
That part was wild. Yeah, I cannot believe this. Was this movie really PG-13?
No, PG, I swear.
No way.
I swear.
Hold on.
Because I bought it, so I know.
Airplane 1980.
Rating. Look up rating.
It's PG. That's insane.
There was titties on there.
The girl was like. So, yeah, pretty wild, man. Like, what did the movie have to do to be rated R back then?
Exactly.
I think back then
had to be like off the chain.
I think back then it was more to do with like gore.
Yeah.
Like rated R was more like gore, but any type of like humor like this.
This one made a lot of sexual innuendos as well.
Yes. Man, I watched a lot of horror movies when I was a kid. I'll put it that way. Just a really funny movie, man. A really good time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and laughing with us. I'm sorry if we laughed too much, but I'll be honest with you guys. This junk was actually just so damn funny.
Please comment your favorite one-liner below.
Like, we've seen some comedies on the channel, right? And like, I don't want to start comparing the movies. And like, well, Scary Movie was flat out hilarious. I laughed like a jackass in that. But I think other than Scary Movie, this might be the funniest movie I've ever seen. Which is, I know it's probably crazy to you guys, but
It's a different kind of funny. Like, for example, Waterboy and 50 First Dates are other ones. They're both Adam Sandler, but I feel like they had more story to them.
yes.
These ones were trying to, like, they tried to be funny. And
This
everything.
movie didn't let you go more than 10 seconds without a joke.
Like, busted out
and they
laughing,
were
yeah.
so good. Like, they were really good jokes. And like some of it, maybe at this point, because it is 2025, like maybe some of the jokes, like the concepts we've heard of, I'm sure at the time they were pretty original to a lot of people. Like I said, a lot of dad jokes. Like my dad would crack jokes constantly growing up.
Dads just do that thing where they're so literal. Like that's the day I quit drinking.
Like my dad will be like, show me where to go. Like, cause he has a tree company and he'll be driving, you know, and he'll be like, he doesn't want to like sit there, and he just asked me to tell him where to go. I'd be like, all right, take a right. Talking about like when we get up the road, and he'll be like yanking the wheel, like we're going to pull off the road, just stuff like that. But this movie was just good. I feel like all the jokes in it, they just worked.
They landed like
funny.
the plane did.
Like there was even parts that were so corny, and there was just like, there were such subtle little jokes. Like when the girl comes into the cockpit and he's like, you got to leave, you might get hurt. And then as soon as she walks out the door, you just hear her scream and get hurt.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like that's the end of the joke.
Yeah.
Or when the guy's like, where jazz never dies or something like that. And then the
they
plane
just run
hits the
into it.
tower.
Yeah.
It's like, just funny.
Just everything.
Just a good movie.
That was a good movie. I really am glad we watched that one.
That was funny. All right, guys. So the reality is we love comedy movies. We have so much fun with them. I don't know why we don't watch more of them on the channel. You know, I feel like we just sort of put our nose down. We started watching movies, and then you guys said watch this, and so that's what we watched. And every time we watch a movie, you guys just tell us to watch other movies that aren't comedy related, because we watch a lot of dramas and stuff like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, and then, you know, like the Predator series. And all these movies are kind of serious, and they have a more like dramatic tone to them, I'll put it that way. But I love comedy movies. I have so much fun watching them. I really think that a comedy movie, a 2-hour comedy movie, goes by in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, my cheeks are hurting so bad.
Right. That felt very new and refreshing. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to see more comedies, man, please drop us some comments. I prefer to watch comedy movies from either the 70s or the 80s, because if you are new here, man, we're trying to watch older movies for right now, because it sort of occurred to us that we should probably watch older movies. That way we get like a general base understanding.
And we get
of,
references, because I have a perfect example. Deadpool. When we watched Deadpool, everyone was like, y'all didn't watch Ferris Bueller's, and I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, well, we're gonna watch that one. It was actually between Ferris Bueller's Day Off and this movie right here, because those were the two that, because we got 2 different comments saying you guys should react to more comedy, and those are the 2 suggestions. So if you want to see one of those movies, man, well, yeah, I guess if you want to see Ferris Bueller, then comment that. But if there's any movies that are comedy related from the 70s or 80s, man, just drop them down for sure. We're gonna be definitely checking out some more comedies. And I just had a lot of fun with that.
I did too.
I really did. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because it is a little different.
I want to see more things where we can watch more parody movies.
Yes.
Like I heard like you can watch the Star Wars or whatever, and then you can watch the Spaceballs or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you can watch like the superheroes 2000s, and then there's like the superhero movie.
Yeah.
There's like ones like that, and I've never watched them because I never watched them.
Do you think we've watched enough superhero stuff to actually watch?
I don't think it's like Marvel. I think it's like 2000s. So like you'd probably have to watch like Watchmen and like all those types of things, which I don't mind watching, but I think it's like before Marvel. Yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way, guys. My throat is absolutely killing me. I feel so hoarse right now, I guess from all the laughing. And I sort of had a sore throat going into this because our weather is very bipolar in Georgia. It'll go from 71 degrees one day to 88 the next day. And so this movie did not help my throat at all. So if you guys saw me sucking on a Chloraseptic Max sore throat, fast acting numbs throat in seconds pills right here, then if you saw me sucking on that, man, it's because I was getting a little hoarse. No pun intended. Nay. And so, yeah, I just had a lot of fun watching this. So if you guys want to drop a like on the video, man, that'll show us that you guys like comedy reactions, that you want to see more of this genre. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you want to see the full uncut reaction, it's over on Patreon. And we'll see you guys on the next one.